Cool line. There we go. It's good to go. And dividend. Talk. Done.
Notice memory loss.
Stop recording. Next. Go live, and good morning, good evening. Here we go, over there. And that goes over here. Come on. There we go. All right. Daily Dale. Marine. Peter, good evening. Texas in house. Greg Dolan, how are you doing? Paul, what's happening? Jim Riddle, Charlie, Joe wants to take a look at Pfizer. First thing on the list. Pfizer, free equipment. Okay. Pfizer, PFE. It's already on the list. I'm going to take a look at that one a little bit. Paul, good evening. Matterman. Tim Dumont. All right. Leah. Fiona. Ty. What's happening? Good evening, everyone. Let's just started. First and foremost, my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. Brought to you by the 10-minute trader. I invest in weekly cash flow. Showing you exactly what I do. Actually showing you examples. You can follow along. That way maybe you can do the same. Now I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Melatonin. How you doing today? Good evening. Terry Brown. What's going on? Yalina. Angel Eyes. George Applegate. Cool beans. Who do we have over here? Mark Calicott. Okay. Pokey Rips. Cool. Asan. Kevin. J.A. What's happening? All right, let's get ready to roll. Elizabeth, good evening, how are you today? All right, so that being said, let's start off with the list we had yesterday. Go from there. Get through all the stocks you want to take a look at last night. So let's take a look at new ones that we have from last night. All right, so let's go. Lou. Interesting last names. Lou. Rare coins for S. Okay. Bella Star, Oscar. Okay, last night, yesterday we ended Harley Davidson. That's the last one we looked at. So let's take a quick peek. And start up with where we left off last night with US Steel. Ganga, how are you today, Elizabeth? Good evening. Best Roblox player. Okay. Cool. Gail, good evening, Miss Gail. Alright. So we're gonna take a look at US Steel because we had it on the list from last night. Here we go. First and foremost, as usual, happy Money Day. KG, what's happening? Hannah, good evening. All right. I always go through the same routine over and over again. The high, the low, where was it? What direction is it moving? Basically, it looks like it's on channel, doesn't it? Not too high, not too low all year round. Okay, last year we're at 37, jumped up 42, dropped down to 28, back to 43, back down to 30, up to 46. Now we're at 43. Okay, look at the motion. Up, down. Okay, it's definitely in a trend. Take a look right there. Before we jump in, I always like to look at the numbers. The numbers. Let's take a gander. If I'm buying it at 43, Well, the closest strike price to 40 is going to be 43.50, and it's going for a buck. And that's over 2%. Now I love 2% every single week. 2% every week gives me 100% return. Now, these are stocks I want to buy and I want to hold on. But if somebody hits my target, great. If not, I'll write a covered call every single week. Now, a covered call is one of the safest trading strategies there is. Buy a stock, and you do nothing more than renting it out for the week. Looking for someone to take it for a ride and take it from. But still, big sexy. How would you invest in $1 million? Okay. Thank you for that. I'm sure I have no problem with that. How are you doing? That's funny, Yosef. Yosef the goat. Green boots. How are you today? Let's keep on forward. Scott Cook. Good evening. All right. So last 90 days. Wait a minute. Let's take a good look at this. U.S. Steel a year ago was at 37.42. The bottom of the year was the beginning of September 26. The top of the year was 46, and that was a couple of weeks ago. Well, let's take a look at the last 90 days. The last 90 days gives me a better idea where do I think it's going in the next week. Well, the reason I want to know that so that I can make my trades or my investments accordingly. Because I'm looking to get 1% every single week, and I use covered call stock options to do that. Wasim, good evening. Is this a program? No, it's not a program. It's just me saying hi to everybody, what I do. All right, this is the last 90 days or the last 3 months. Now, basically looking for a pattern here. Up, down, up. That's the pattern I'm looking for. Well, this is definitely an upward trend. The highs right here and the lows down here. So let's zoom in a little tighter see if this makes sense for this upcoming week. How much risk do I have? Okay. How much risk? I have no idea what risk is, but okay. All right. 38. Here we go. This is the last 30 days. Simply put, here's the highs, here's the lows. Look at the flow. Down, down. She's going up. The highs up here. Looks like she's going for a little while. Sebastian wants to take a look at UNC. UNC. All right, wrote down. Take a little bit. Pasa. Peter. Good evening. Yosef the goat. Yosef the goat. I'm way past what it is you're looking for. So from the few interactions that you had here, I can definitely tell you are definitely in the wrong place. Okay. So I'm retired. I'm not even in that game anymore. So it is what it is. I'd like to see CAR if possible. Papa Farms, how are you doing today? CAR. All right. Lou wants to take a look at Apple. AAL. All right, Lou. Take a look at it. All right. Let's keep on looking. So this is the last 30 days. Currently, what does it look like U.S. Steel is going to do? Well, U.S. Steel is seasonality chart. Now, for those of you who don't know what a seasonality chart is. Well, it kind of gives me an idea of how the stock reacts during the year, through the four seasons: spring, summer, winter, fall, that type stuff. Well, here's the whole year. All the way to the left, January 1st, right, December 31st. The blue line is this year. This is what's happening right now. This year. The blue dot that was today. Okay, down here, this red, that's 10 years worth of data. 10 years. So that's 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, so on and so forth for the whole 10-year period. So what does it normally do right about where we are now? Okay, the end of April, beginning of May. Well, let's zoom in and take a look. Okay, so basically from where we are right now, it looks like this thing goes sideways for a couple of weeks. No big ups, no big downs. Now, that doesn't guarantee anything. Because this is nothing more than historical performance. What did it do last year, the year before? Sebastian, Walmart. Take a look at World. WMT. Can I join the live? Yes, you can, Sebastian. Up in the top left corner, give you the link to my website. On my website, 10-Minute Trader. Very first page, live online trading. Every morning, 9 a.m. Okay, Papa Farms, good. We'll take a look at that one. You look at the goat. Bro, you're yeah, my younger days, dude. Okay, I'm going to agree with you, Joseph, but in my younger days. Okay, at this point in my life, that choo-choo train has left the building. At some time, everybody settles down. Everybody stops that search. Everybody finds one person to grow old with and enjoy the finer things in life. Pressure, how are you doing today? I am learning so much. Elizabeth, how are you? All right. Trying to keep track of all these here. Poor man's trading. Dude, you come to the right place. Poor man's trading. Anyway, let's keep on moving. Kevin bought some AEO. Kevin, we'll take a gander at AEO. American Eagle Outfitters. Okay, I used to have some of that. 1089. Okay, Kevin, we'll take a look at it. We got a lot going ahead of you. So let's finish up with US Steel. Now, just to let you know, I did buy US Steel this morning. The numbers just so damn good. Hell yeah, I'm buying some of this. All right, anyway. So currently we're at 43.43. All right, so I'm going to buy it at the 43.50. So let's take a look at 43.50 is going to look like. Okay, first thing we want to do is do just one contract. My voice sounds terrible today. Okay. Gotta get tea. All right. Buy one contract US Steel. 2 May 2025. Well, that means that option is going to expire this Friday or 4 days. What can I expect to get as a safe, predictable, consistent return in 4 days? Now, my number one priority is consistency, profitability, the cash flow coming in, retired. Okay. Also, preservation of my capital, which I don't want to lose. So, Kevin, that looks pretty good. Okay. You jumped in. AEO at 1089 sold the 11. Awesome. Great. Like I said, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Does your TikTok have an in the beginning of your name, or is that a account? All right, poor man's trading. If you are trying to king with me on TikTok, I actually do a live show on both of my two TikTok channels. I do a live show every single night at 9 p.m. on both simultaneously. Okay. If you are listening to me and you hear me talking, I always tell people if you really want to talk to me, send me your phone number and I will give you a call. If I give you a call, you don't answer, I can't help that. Okay, if it goes to answer machine, I can't help that either. But I do call. I make at least 5 calls every single day. So if you want to chat, fine. Drop me your number. I'll give you a call. Okay, and if whoever you're chatting with on TikTok asks you about Forex, treasuries, futures, crypto, anything other than dividend stocks, then it's not me. Okay, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't do WhatsApp. Okay, I don't do Telegram. Okay. I do TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I do those. You can actually see. Ben said. Been following you for a few months. Started trading your strategy up 9% in the last month. Oh, shit. Ben. Awesome, dude. Gotta love it. Keep it, Ben. Keep it safe. Keep it simple. Don't get greedy. If you can get 9% every single month. Oh, dude, that sounds awesome. Good for you. All right. What are your thoughts on the Citigroup layoffs? Okay, Papa Farms, we'll take a look at Citigroup in a little bit. Okay. All right, thank you for that, Ben. All right, so let's keep on rolling. Pressure. No big down. Nope, not at all. So let's finish up with U.S. Steel. No, I did say U.S. Steel this morning because the numbers just looked great. And I like U.S. Steel. All right, so it is what it is. All right, so one called U.S. Steel, May 2025. Is this coming Friday? The option is going to expire. What's the bad side? Well, if the stock is below what I'm looking for, well, I'll just take the stock into next week, and I'll do it again. Well, guess what? I like U.S. Steel. Okay, but I already have some, and it does give me a nice weekly return. It's amazing that the weekly returns just come in every week. I find it rather strange. Okay. But anyway. Let's keep on moving. Okay, the maximum profit on this trade, 135. Cost of the trade, any commissions and fees, 42.15. All right, so let's get the calculator out and find out exactly what does that mean. All right. Calculator. Declare that. 135 is my maximum profit. And what is that costing me? Right here, it says cost of the trade, commissions and fees, 42.15. Now, if you can't see these little numbers here, okay, on your phone or your iPad or whatever you're using, just remember the screen behind me is live on YouTube. You can sit in a nice comfy couch in your living room, okay, or your bedroom, wherever you have the big screen TV. Pull up on your big screen, watch it on YouTube. That way it's easier to see the numbers. Also, this is being recorded. So if there's anything you see or you want to visit, just go back and watch the video. Because there's over 9 videos and they're all dated. Okay, so we know exactly what date is what. So you don't have to try to figure out what's what. Okay. What my thoughts on? Okay, I did that. Tandy, good evening. Nina, good evening. Dave, Lori Smith, good evening. Alrighty. Odom, good evening to you. All right. So that's U.S. Steel. Wonderful. 135 profit. It's the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 42.15, and that comes to a grand total of 3.2%. Now, a lot of you here, maybe your first time here, I'm going to apologize. Some of these returns, some of these profits seem small. Well, the reason why they're small is they're extremely safe. The safer you get, the lower the risk, the lower the reward. But here's the reason why. Well, I'm retired. Means I don't have the luxury of being wrong. Okay, so you guys not retired yet, 10, 15, 20 years before your retirement. Okay, yeah. You can afford to be wrong. Okay, if you lose money, you just make it up. Well, I'm already retired. I've been working since 1973. I'm basically done because I don't want to work. I don't want to beg. Hey, what do we got here? What already did that one. Phil, good evening, Cam. Nate. Joan Babalui. That's a cool name. Ken, the junk bum. All right, Ken. Papa John's in the house. Cool. All right, so. That's the trade for U.S. Steel, 3.2%. Now, as I was saying, it may seem small to you guys. Okay, but you got to remember, I'm in a different situation than everyone else. See, I have enough money where 1% every single week pays all my bills. So I need to have huge amounts of money coming in. But the older you get, the more wealth you accumulate over all the years. You'd be amazed what 5, 10, 20 bucks every single week adds up to. After a certain time, those numbers get bigger. Okay. So I have more money now in my 60s than I did in my 50s and my 40s. So the amount that I have, that's the reason why the rates of return are so low. Safety, predictability, consistency, and number one favorite way to lose. Yeah, baby's in the house. Yeah, baby. All right. So. I like U.S. Steel. I did this morning. I also bought some Starbucks. That was awesome. Now, I'm not suggesting anybody do this. Okay, I'm just showing you what I do. And then you guys put one and one together, and if it makes sense. See, everything you're going to hear tonight, there's only one thing I want you to think hard about, and that is, does it make sense? Okay? U.S. Steel's been around for over 100 years. They're at $43. They're in an upward trend. So I'm buying it at $43.3. I'm selling it at $43.50. Am I really looking for that 7 cent profit? No, I'm not. What I'm looking for is this number right here. $1 per share. Because buying it at $43.3 and selling it at $43.50, I'm only making 7 cents on stock. But I don't care about that. I care about this number here. And guess what? If I don't hit this week, what I'm going to do next week? I'm going to do the exact same thing next week. So the 43 next week. And pick up another $1.50. And then I'll do it the next week. And the next week. Because this stock here has a weekly option every week. 52 times a year. And it doesn't take a break. It doesn't take a vacation. It doesn't have sick leave. It doesn't do anything. It's kind of like a perfect business to get into. Because your employees don't call off being sick. Okay? So the U.S. Steel that I just bought, it will give me a return on my money every single week. And do I care if the stock goes down? Not really. Because let's go back a second. I want to show you this. Okay, here's the chart. For the year. All right. Now, if I bought it at the high of the year, 46.18, right, and you bought it at the low of the year, 92. Okay, so 46, 26. It's a big spread. $20 spread, right? So here's the question. I bought it at 46. You bought it at 26. Do we both get the exact same amount of the dividend? If the dividend's a buck, do I get it? If I bought it at 46, do you get it? If you bought it at 26? Well, the answer is yes. Regardless of what you paid for it. However many shares you paid for it. We'll get to that in a second or two. But if I own it, regardless of what I own it at, what price I bought it at, I will get a dividend every 90 days. But better than that. This is what I actually want to catch. I want to get the premium that I sell every single week. Now, I own the stock. I have the right to sell it to anybody I want to every Monday morning. So every Monday morning, somebody steps up and says, "Hey, I'll give you a buck if you let me buy it at 43. Fine. I bought it at 43. You can buy it for me at 43. I'm not losing anything on the stock price because I refuse to sell it less than I pay for it. So that being said, every single week, if I get a dollar off of this $40 stock, well, that's over 2% every single week, and 2% every single week is over 100% return at the end of the year. Well, that's what I'm looking for. Well, I'm actually looking for 1%. 1% is easier. Okay. 2%. Yeah, it's great. Doesn't happen all the time. Poor man's trading. When the option is not used and you still own the stock, how do you put the option up again the next week? It's not a covered call again, and it's because you already bought it. Okay. Poor man's trading. Let me briefly explain to you what happens when you do a covered call. So let's do the 43 again. Okay. Whenever you do a covered call, you're buying the stock. Buying 10 covered calls of X, to May 25, that's Friday, the 43 call against the stock at the price to open. Now, there's a reason why it says to open because you're opening two orders at once. You're buying the stocks, and then you're selling the options. Now the options have an expiration date, which means they expire on the 2nd of May. Well, what happens on the 2nd of May if it's not in the money, which means there's no value to it. Well, 80% of all options expire worthless. That's why I don't buy them. I always sell them. Jay Real, what's happening? Maidan Kata. Good evening, Eric. Evening, LJ. Same to you. So 80% of all options expire worthless. Why would I buy them? I want to sell them because I want the odds and the probabilities in my favor. Okay. Now I did say it's two trades to open. Okay. One stock. You're buying the stock until you sell it. So if the option sell, because I'm doing two things. Remember, buying the stock, selling the option. All right. If I sell the option at 43. And the stock this Friday is below 43. That option will expire worthless. And then Monday I will still own the stock. Then I will turn around and sell it to somebody else at 43. Maidanka. Yeah, SoFi, no. Do yourself a favor. Check out the numbers. How consistently profitable is SoFi? How often have they increased their dividends? Now, I only do stocks that have increased dividends for 2 decades. That's 20 years. Check the numbers with SoFi. Get back to me. We'll take a look at it. So, as I was saying, I will always own the stock until I sell it. If it is below my strike price, the 43. That means this week that option expire worthless. Next week I will sell it to someone else. And then next week, if it's above 43, I'll get all my money back, and I still get premium. That premium is paid instantaneously. So if I do this first thing in the morning. Okay, a big chunk of money will leave my account, 41,000. Okay, and a very small chunk of money will come into my account. Okay, 1,000. Okay. So I'll make $1,000 off this position. Now, next Friday. If it's in the money, I'll get all my money back, and I still get $1,000. Take one trade a day. Risk 1% each trade. Nope. Sorry, Lou. I'm going to have to disagree with you. Oh, boy, love it. Louis, 50K. I'm the best trader in the world. 1% each trade. One trade a day. Takes years to be good. Just lose and you will learn. Okay. Thank you, Louis. All right, Louis. Thanks. All right, so back to where we were. All right. Next stock. Now, I like you get some deal. I did say Starbucks this morning. Also, the numbers just look so good. Let's take a look at Starbucks. Because it looked absolutely lovely this morning. Let's get out of that. All right. Starbucks. SBUX. And there it is. Starbucks. All wrong. High, low. Was it? It's a motion. Down. Now it's going back up again. We're at 83.90 at the moment. Okay. Let's take a gander at the numbers. Is it going to be favorable for us to do Starbucks? Well, the 83.90 are going for 310. That's over 3%. I don't know about you, but 3%'s a hell of a lot better than 2%. Okay, now I don't want to be greedy. So what I did this morning is I bought it at 84 and I sold the threes. Because it's a safer trade. I want safety. Safety, predictability, simplicity, and consistency of profits. That's all I'm looking for. Anyway, a year ago, we were at 87. Dropped down to 71.79, and that was in the beginning of May. I followed James for 2 months and made 40. You made 43% already, dude. Cool beans. Good for you, Paul. That's freaking awesome. I sell SoFi, but that goes against his teaching. Yep. Kevin, thank you. All right, can we look at ARR? What is ARR? That sounds familiar. ARR sounds familiar. Not something I've done, but still. All right. Louis, US 30. Okay, I'm Gen Z, and I'm 6 mil net. Cool beans. Thank you, Lou. I'm going to sleep a lot better knowing that. ARR is pirate attire. Really? That's funny. Pirate attire. Okay, anyway. Last 90 days. Here we go. This is what we're looking at. Jumps up, drops down, now back up. Okay, that's the last 90 days. Gives us an idea of where we think it's going to go next. All right. So the 84s are going for 10. Let's do a quick little trade on the 84s. Kevin. Alrighty. Thoughts on Swiss and Smith and Wesson. You gotta give me the ticker symbol. What system do you use to see these options? Okay, Aunt Kiki. Hey, you're back again. I remember the name here before. I remember Aunt Kiki. Here. This is Think or Swim. This is a trading platform. You can go. Look at Think. Who's this one? Corey wants to look at Coca-Cola. Okay, Corey, we'll look at it. All right. Last 30 days. The high, where was the movement? Look at the movement. Sideways, down, up, sideways for 90. Let's see what it looks like. James Dean. What's happening? All right. Starbucks at 83. Here we go. Starbucks at 83. Covered. Calm. Starbucks at 3. There. Just one contract. At the market. Now there's a reason why I choose the market entering as opposed to a limit order. Now I know a limit order. You get a better fill. You'll get a little bit more money. But then you ask yourself, what? Lito Rivera, MDA on the TSX. Moving day average on TSX. SW 25. This coming Friday. The option's going to expire this coming Friday. The $83 call option against the Starbucks stock to open the market. Okay. Profits $250. It cost me $1,000. Let's get the calculator out. Jamar wants to look at Intel. INTC. We looked at Intel this morning. It didn't look that favorable. Anyway. Calculator. If my profit is $250 for this one trade, I'm going to divide it by the cost of the trade commissions, fees, $850, and it gives me a grand total of 3.1%. Well, I love 3.1%. Okay. 3.1% every single week comes over 150% per year. Well, I like 150% per year. Paul Romero, how are you today, Paul? Good evening. All right, so that being said, I like stuff. I bought me a couple this morning. Okay. 3%. I don't mind at all. Next. SWBI monthly options. Golden Law Group. Thank you for that. Who want to take a look at Smith and Wesson? Sorry, dude. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Thank you for that. Golden Law Group. Following on Think or Swim paper trades. Absolutely. Auto Doctor. Cool beans. Steve Martinez. Cool beans. All right, so let's keep on moving. Coca-Cola. Why would we want to look at Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola, K-O. Now, Coca-Cola is a dividend king, and we're going to say no to that right away. Here's the reason. Here's your bottom, jumps up. What happens when you're at 30-day high? Profit taking. There's your profit taking right there. So it looks like could yesterday, Friday. Okay. This is today. Could that be the bottom right there? Could be. You got one day to the upside. So we're just going to watch Coca-Cola and see what happens. No to Coca-Cola. Sorry, brother. Not no as in no. Never. No, not this week. Not this week. Can we do CDLX? What the heck is CDLX? Hell no. How's that? CDLX? Hell no. What I'm looking for. Weekly options in 20 years of profitability. That means if they don't have dividends consistently increase, then I don't want to look at it. Because there's over 10,000 different stocks to look at. So if it doesn't fit, if it's not going to work, why even bother looking at it? There's over 10,000 different companies to choose from. Okay, now every single week I go and how many different stocks available this week. Well, we look 10,036. That's a lot. All right. So that being said, Riven is a brand new company. They have not been around for 20 years yet. Sorry, Steve. Andrea, James, did you buy a call on today? No, Andrea, you've been here long enough. You know I don't buy calls. I sell calls. And yes, I did sell calls on Harley Davidson today. I think I made $450 just on Harley Davidson. TMO. What the heck is TMO? So we're going to say no. TMO. Thermo Fisher. Look at this. Now, as soon as it stops going down, maybe we'll take a look at it. But it's $421. I don't do stocks over $250. That's me. Okay, some of you guys. Sorry. I meant sell. HOG. Yeah, I did that. What about Bath Body Works? That's BBY, isn't it? Bath Body Works. BBY. That's Best Buy. Or is it BBB? That's Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know what that. Never heard of it. All right. BBWI. What the heck is that? BBWI. Ooh, interesting. High, low. Where was it? Look at the motion. Down, up, down. Now it's going up. 31.22. The 31s are going from 31 to 55. Both of those sound pretty damn good. All right. Well, a year ago, we're at 46.47. The high of the year was the beginning of June. The bottom of the year was the beginning of April. Look at the last 90 days. Okay. The high, the low, was it? Look at this. Up, down. Woo. Try that again. Up, down. So it's going. The highs we are currently here. There's a lot of space up there. That's for the 90-day period. Okay, I don't buy and sell on 90-day cycles. I buy and sell 5-day cycles, Monday to Friday. So even though it looks good, let's jump in and take a look at the 30-day. Because that's what I'm looking for. Now this makes things look a little bit different. Hey, down, up. Well. Look at the movement from the bottom here. 27 to 31. That's $4. That's like a 12%. It's like a 12% increase from here to here. Okay, they could be profit taking. Look how close to the top. Maybe no. I'm thinking I don't want to jump into that one. Too close to the top. Sorry. I added both Harley Davidson to my list for some nice premiums today. Secretariat 173. Nice to see you back again, sir. Haven't seen you in a while. All right. Scott, can you go over the details? How much did you pay for Harley Davidson, and what was the strike price? Scott, hold that thought for a second. Is your percentage of 30-day low you prefer to enter? A trade as well as a percentage down from 30-day high. Okay, Scott. Hold on. I got two Scotts here. All right. Scott, when I'm looking at the 30-day time frame, okay, you get a 30-day high. Usually when you have a 30-day high, you profit taking the stock drop. Okay. As soon as you find the bottom, and here's the question, Scott. How do you know? How do you know? I don't want that. How do you know that's the bottom? Because the very next day it could go lower. Okay. Jonathan wants to take a look at Kinder Morgan. K and then user. Jonathan wants to take a look at University of New Hampshire. UNH, and then one more. Wayfair. No, I'm not going to do Wayfair because I know Wayfair has not been around for 20 years yet. Not as far as I know. Okay, and they don't have 20 years increased dividends. That much I do know. Okay, so Scott, there's no way to know if this is the current bottom. Because you need to have something to compare it to. See here, bottom. Then you have days to the upside. 1 day, 2 days. I like 2 days to the upside. I usually jump in on the third day. Well, this third day here wasn't high, so I didn't jump in. Okay, so here I don't know. So you got to have something to compare it to. And I like 2 days to the upside. There's one. That's not a second. Well, that's kind of second one. Okay, that's not. Okay, there's a second one right there. And there isn't a third one. There's a third one there. Before I jump in. So you got to have something to compare the bottom to. Right? You have to have something on both sides. Because other than that, how do you know it's the bottom? And it's not a percentage. Okay. When it stopped going down. And then she turns around, going back up again. You'll notice 2, 3, 4 times in a row, higher. Jonathan, thank you. We'll take a look at Kinder Morgan. He's just saying dividends date is the 20th. No, sorry, it's the 30th. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to say no to why. Look here at the bottom here, where it is. That is way too much. Looks like it's going to have a take and turn down again. So yeah. I'm going to say no to that one. Okay, so Secretariat Harley Davidson. Now, somebody wanted to know what I bought my Harley Davidson at. You're going to find this funny. You ready? Funny. Here's Harley Davidson. The high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the motion. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. Stocks always move the same directions. Or down. That's up, down. That's all they do. So I jumped into Harley Davidson in October at 35. So I got right here at 35. Look what's happening. Now I honestly don't mind because I'm in it at 35. I sold the 24s. Okay, and the 24s 75 cents a share. So now I'm not going to count it at the current price because that's not right. I bought it at 5 and I collected 75 cents a share. That's only 2%. But if I bought it this morning at 3 and sold the 24, well, then I would have made 3%. Okay, so I'm not losing my position. I'm just lowering the strike price. But I'm not having it at the money where the action is. I'm going a couple of strikes out of the money, so it has to go up. As it goes up, I can also move my strike prices. I can also roll my options forward so that I don't lose. So now. Let me backstep for a second. The trading strategy I'm showing you was created for my 9-year-old. So let's go shift gears for a second or two, and let's go visit the princess. Pay homage to the princess. The 10-minute trader. Here we go. First thing I want to do is the weekly trades right there. These are the trades I've already did last year. That's not what I want. I want this right here. The social media sites. Pop up any second. It's kind of weird because I just got a brand new modem. I just got a brand new router. You figure it'd be a lot faster. All right, faster. This is all my social media. You guys know how to do that. YouTube is what I want. Because I want to introduce you to the princess. So I'll show you why and where this thing all came from. All right, Sheriff, you must have missed my Oprah yesterday. Okay, yeah, Sheriff, I did take a look at Oprah yesterday. It was a no yesterday. More than likely will be a no again today. All right, look at that. I got 1,000 videos. That's a lot of videos. All right. Videos. I want to go take a look. I want to show you one from a long time ago. The oldest. Here we go. And here's the princess right here. And here.
Hang out each year, and then listen to. And as you being part of my internet company, which I do.
That's me. Okay? That's me and her were trading for about 3 or 4 years. When she was 9 years old. When she was 9 years old, she jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? So now imagine I'm trying to teach a 9-year-old how to invest in stocks. Most adults don't even understand it. So how am I going to make a 9-year-old understand? Well, that was simple enough. Okay, it had to be simple. It had to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That's the five right there. 5 criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. Great. So along with that came 5 rules. Rule number one. Never buy something you don't understand. Okay. This alleviates bitching and moaning about stocks going down. Because if you understand stocks, you know they can go up and down and fluctuate at least bare minimum 50%. Bare minimum 50%. That's the year high, year bottom. 50, 60, 70%. They can't move that much. And if you're not ready for that, you should be playing this game. 86 is in the house. Okay, Jersey, we'll take a look at right in a little bit. So, rule 1, never buy something you don't understand. Rule 2, never sell at a loss. Okay, now I only had 2 losses this year. Okay, one. I had a margin call. I had to sell something because I refused to put money in on margin calls. I hate doing that. I rolled everything forward a little bit short. I had to sell something. Hated that. But it had to happen. Anyway, second loss was on a spread trade. Now, I only teach you one strategy here and one because I want to keep it simple. Okay, simple, safe. But you know that type thing. In my morning trading, we do a little bit more complicated trades, okay? Because nobody wants to do one trade all the time. Once you perfect it, great. I'll teach you other stuff. Well, that's part of what you guys pay for. So it was one of those trades that somebody exercised early, and I ended up selling something less than I paid for it. Stopped out of it. But I only have 2 losses out of 2 or 300. So I'm battling like a 99% so far. All right. Quantum antenna. I like the view from the other side. Okay. All right. Pony AI Dogs Talk, T-Row Price, Cool Beans.
T-Row, that's on my list.
Now I probably won't get to it today because too much on the list is. And Anatoly. Can I ask a question? Sure, go ahead, shoot. Good evening from Orlando. Antoine, you're in Orlando. Just swinging over to St. Pete. Go out for lunch. Chat. I love chatting with fellow traders. You're in the St. Pete, Tampa area. Drop me a line. Give me a call. We'll have some lunch, and you can pay. No, just kidding. Anyway, Ben. When do you think China's tariffs will go down? Okay, Ben, I don't really pay attention to the tariffs. And the main reason why is I'm a full-blooded American. I was raised here. I'm a firm believer in buying American-made stuff. I don't care if it costs more. Okay, I love my brothers, my sisters, my aunts, the guy in the streets, the kids I went to school with. Love them all. I will support them over people from other countries. So sorry about the tariffs. You don't want to pay tariffs? Stop buying crap from overseas. Stop buying American stuff. That's all. And I don't like politics. I don't do politics. So please don't try to drag me into anything. All right. Scott, we touched on that. Any good ideas? Fellow traders following on X. Okay. I've been trying to get the ability to do live on X. Haven't gotten it yet, but I'm still working on it. All right. Good. Okay. So anyway, I went back to show you. Okay, the trading strategy I'm showing you was for my 9-year-old daughter. Now, when she was 9, she asked me to help her to teach her. Oh, great. Up until she was 12 or 13, then things went just opposite way. So anybody who has a 12 or 13-year-old girl at home knows that overnight everything changes. All right, Antoine. All right, Antoine. You asked if you asked a question. Ask away. Let's have it. Come on. Let's hear it. Okay, so let's keep on going. Let's get out of this. We don't need to see that anymore. We need to see. Next on the list. I was about to share with Harley Davidson. Because Harley Davidson is on the list. Consideration. Get the dividend coming up soon. So a year ago. Harley Davidson at 35. The high of the year, like you got a triple high at 40. Okay, that was back in September. Okay, the last 90 days, which also known as the last 3 months. Down. Okay. We got two down days in a row. Friday and today. Well, yeah. I sold the 24.50 this week. Fine. If it's below 24.50, that option will expire. Next week, I will calculate another a premium. A cash payment to my account. Okay. Every single week. And every 90 days, I get a dividend. So I'm perfectly okay with that because I've been getting an amount of money from Harley Davidson every single week. Lisa M. Take a look at the we didn't get to it last night, Lisa. G-A-P. Wait a minute. Let me finish up with Harley first. H-G. That's the last night. That's the last 30. Okay, so here's the last 30 days. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Profit, stocks drop. Down here, you got accumulation. Harley Davidson, 20, buying some. We buy some, goes up. Well, it gets to a certain point where people say, it went from 20 to 23. That's 14% here to here. Yep, I'm going to start taking profits. Now stocks and go back down again. So Harley Davidson might not be the greatest jump into this week as this thing pull back. So might be a better idea to wait a little bit. Kevin, how do you price action on dividend weeks? Do you go by the EX dates or announcement? It's always the EX date, Kevin. How do you roll in options when you want from selling? Okay, Eric. My question would be why do you not want to sell? Okay, so you're here investing in the stock market to make a profit. So there's a balance between where you bought it from, what strike price you sell it at to get some kind of cash flow, and then at the other end if it is close to the strike price which you sell, why do you not want the stock go? And as it drops back down, jump back into it again. Because it goes up, and then it goes down.
Gen X 1967. How do I cancel my membership? Not doing options anymore. Gen X 67 kind of clueless as why you would stop doing it. I mean, weekly cash flow. That's kind of enticing for me. Okay. You should go to the membership site wherever you signed up. You just cancel your membership. That easy. It is a month thing. It's not like an annual thing. It's not auto renewal. All right. Let's go back over here. So if the dividend is 5%, the stock sometimes drops. So then do you sell it in the money call? Okay, so Kevin, you're under the impression that I want to collect the dividend. No, I don't. Hold that thought for a second, Kevin. Let me show you something. All right. You see this, Kevin? Right here behind me. This is an EX calendar. Enables you to see what stocks are paying a dividend. That's what the green dots are. Companies that are paying their dividend. Now, if I want to buy this company right here, Lowe's. Okay, I will buy it 2 weeks before the EX date. Okay, this is the EX date. Okay, there's 4 days to remember when dividend starts. Date number 1 is the announcement date. Hey everyone, my name is James. This is Stock Talk. This is how we made this year, and this is how you will share the money. It's the announcement date. This is what we made. This is what we're going to pay, and this is when. The announcement date. Date number 2. The little green dot date. That's what I call it. Green dot date. It's the EX dividend date. The last date the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. Sorry. Date number 3. The date of record. Okay. The date of record is whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Date number 4. The payment date. Self-explanatory when you get your money. So if I'm looking at Lowe's on the 23rd, I'm going to want to buy it 2 weeks before on a Monday. Two weeks before on a Monday. And then I want to buy it, sell it the same day. I want to buy the stock. Sell the covered call the exact same day. So if I'm buying on the 7th, selling the covered call on the Monday. If by Friday it's not in the money, option will expire, and then I get to do it again. Okay. If on Friday it doesn't hit it, doesn't hit my strike price, I keep the premium, and then I get to do it a third time. Okay, but this time I collect the premium and I collect the dividend. And if it's not in the money on Friday, I get to do it again. And then I continue doing it every single week until it hits my target. Now my target can change because when you're looking at an option and rolling forward, you can change expiration dates. You can change the strike prices. You can even put whatever price you want on it. Now there's going to be a little bit of give and take because you don't get what you want regardless of what Mick Jagger says. Okay. When do you think I did that one? Scott, didn't you lose money since Davidson went down? All right, Scott, I'm going to address that question one second. I hate Tesla. Bill, I don't trade Tesla, so don't care. All right, Gen X 67 sold shares. I've tried. Okay, so Gen X, I feel bad about that because we're in the same generation. And if you're not making money, if you're not doing it correctly, I can't help you out. But here's the thing. You already signed up. You already have access to me. So why don't we just get on a live call and go through some of the trades and see where you went wrong and see how you can change so that you can make it right. Okay, I'm not trying to say anything like that. I honestly don't care about your money. The money is commitment to yourself. Because those who pay attention. Those who don't pay take for granted the information. So I don't give it away. I make sure people have some kind of information that took me years to learn. That being said, Gen X, you know. Drop me a number. I'll give you a chat. We'll chat. Okay, I promise you. I won't try to sell you anything. Okay? That's my problem. I don't try to sell anything. You know what I got. You know how to add. You know that I make 50% every single year on a trading trade for a 9-year-old. If it makes sense, fine. Join. If it doesn't make sense, just keep coming back every night. Watching. You'll learn. It's not that difficult. Okay, so Scott, answer your question on Harley Davidson. Go back to here. Let's go back to here. Okay, now. Scott's question on Harley Davidson. Now, remember I told you. Let's zoom all the way back. October. All right. Now, Scott's right. I bought Harley Davidson in 35 in October. Way out there. What's it done since then? It's dropped. So the question he asked is, don't I lose money because the stock went down? Here's your answer. I didn't lose a single penny on Harley Davidson. The only time you lose money on a stock. Okay. You guys listen very closely. This is very important. The only time you lose money on a stock is when you agree to sell it less than what you paid for it. Now I paid $35 for it. Way up here. Now it's down at 23. I refuse to sell it for less than 35. So remember what I said? I make a weekly return on everything I own. So if Harley Davidson is down here at 23. What is this? Select two objects that are the same shape. Oh, there we go. That one, and confirm. There we go. Unable to verify. What do you mean? They were the same shape. That one, and that one. What do you mean? Took long enough. All right. Where was I? All right. Why time to ex-dividend date if you don't care about the dividend? Diamato, didn't you ask me that question before? Okay, poor man's trading. He answered the question right there. Poor man's trading. Stocks tend to go up in the price near the dividend date. He's absolutely right. So if I know when a stock is paying dividend, it is easy to trace the consistency of the increase in price just before the dividend date. So if the stock goes up before the dividend date, that's some awesome information to have. But what do you do with that information? Mr. Darrow, when your stock is dropped like Harley Davidson, how close do you get when you're selling? Okay, Mr. Darrow, hold on a second. I still haven't finished with Scott over here on that one. All right. So it's a little challenging when I have so many questions coming from different angles. So Scott, if I bought it at 35 and it's currently at 23, look how many weeks have gone by. Week after week. I sold a covered call against my Harley Davidson stock every single week. So every single week I brought in something. Now this week in one account I brought $450 just in premiums on my Harley Davidson. Last week was $1,100. So I made $1,100 last week on Harley Davidson. $450 this week on Harley Davidson. Who knows what I'm going to make next week on Harley Davidson? But I can tell you this: they increased their dividends, I have no intention whatsoever to sell it. So you never lose money if you refuse to sell it for less than what you paid for it. Yeah, the value can be down. But here's the thing. If I bought 1,000 shares at 35, okay, and the company was paying a dollar dividend, I would get $350. That's 35. Wait a minute. 1,000. That's $100. Wait a minute. Yeah, dollar, 1,000 shares. Yeah, would be $100 every 90 days. Okay, so even if I bought it at 35 and they paid a dollar dividend, I get $1,000. Now, if the stock drops down to 22, where it is now, they're still paying a dollar dividend. I'm still getting the exact same amount of money in dividends as I would if I bought 35, 20. I'm still getting the same dividends. Okay, and they increase it every year. Great. But I'm also collecting a premium. Premium for the 20, was above 24, 75, 55. So I'm getting that premium every single week. And as the stock drops, I lower my strike prices. Gee, what am I using? I'm using Thinkorswim. It's owned by Charles Schwab. All right. So Stephen, you're right. You want to do one call, you need to have 100 shares. Okay, William C. Iron Willie. So if you own Harley Davidson at 35 and now the current calls 24.50, if the call on Fridays and the money, how do you keep it from being called away? Well, William, I roll it forward. I buy back this week's option, I sell next week's option. Okay, I've been doing it since October of last year. Every single week. Sometimes I roll it, I sell it outright. But I used to sell the stock. Now there's a difference between the stock and the option. Two separate entities. Think of it this way. Stocks are trading and sold in New York, Wall Street. Options. They're bought and sold and traded in Chicago Board of Options Exchange. Chicago. New York. Chicago. Okay. So think of it that way. You're buying your stocks from New York. You're buying your options in Chicago or whatever. Okay. When your stock drops, Mr. Darrell, when stock drops like Harley. When stock drops, you gotta keep an eye on it. Here's dropping. 35. I sold the 34s, I sold the 3s, the 2s, the 1s, the 29s, 28s, all the way down to 24. So I'm selling the 24s now. I'm bringing in cash flow. So as it drops here at 20, turns back up again, that's why I have to be careful and have it further outside called away. How do you like Thinkorswim? Do you recommend it? Now I wrote a book 15 years ago on choosing the right trading platform. Now it's outdated now, I get that. But depending on what kind of trader you want to be, what you need to learn, how easy is it to use? Well, at first this is extremely intimidating because there's so much information on here. And I tell everybody the truth. Out of all the information on Thinkorswim, I know about maybe 5% of it. 95% has nothing to do with me. So I don't even bother with it. But it's a lot of information. It works perfectly what I want. It also is one of the only trading platforms that I know of that has a covered call. Webull's not over 20 years old. Sorry. On the Harley Davidson, when you are below the break even, you are selling covered calls. Do you use Delta like 10 or 15? No, I do not. Okay, that's what my question kind of was easier. Never seen you do a rollover, so I don't know how it works. Oh, that's simple. Let's show you a rollover. It's simple. All right, let's get out of here. Whoops. All right, let's do this here. That one there. That right there. Right here. Okay, here's my Harley Davidson right here. Right click. Okay. Harley Davidson. Right click. Drop down window opens up. Create rolling order. This is one of the reasons I love Thinkorswim. It has everything. Once you learn how to use it, well, it's simple. Okay, you just follow the numbers. Create a rolling order right there. Okay, and here you go. Now pay attention closely. Because I've already rolled it out 2 weeks, so it expires 9th of May. Okay, that's the expiration date. So in order to roll it forward again, I buy this one, sell this one, and it's going to either be credit or a debit. Well, this one's a credit 50 cents a share. Well, 50 cents a share on a $35 stock. That's over 1.5%. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that that's a yes. So if I click this button here, okay, here's the order. Sell 22 calendars. Let me explain to you what a calendar is. 16 May 2025. 9 May 2025. Which means I'm buying back 9 May, and I'm selling 16 May. And I'm collecting 50 cents per share, rolling it forward. Doesn't do anything to my stock other than let somebody have the opportunity to buy it anytime between now and the 16th of May. Because I'm changing it from the 9th of May, which is 2 Fridays, to the 16th of May, which is 5 Fridays. 4 Fridays. Anyway. But I'm collecting an additional 50 cents per share. Well, that extra 50 cents per share is $1,000. That's how much I walk away with. Credit $1,000. Well, that works for me. Okay. So I can hit it now and send it off. And it'll be there first thing in the morning. But I don't want to send it off because that's pushing it a little bit too far for me. Okay. I'll wait and see what happens during the week. All right. Let's delete that. But that's one of the reasons why I love Sink or Swim. It allows me to roll forward anytime I get closer, anytime I get uncomfortable. And there's also an added feature of what do you call it? An alert. It's called a stock alert. So let's say I'm panicking, and if it gets close to my strike price, the Harley-Davidson, which as you can see, I sold the 923s. Okay. Which is next Friday, the 23 call option. And I picked up $1.60 a share. $1.60. Now I'm only into it 35 cents a share. $1.60 by 35. That's 4%. That's a 4% right there. And I already own the stock. All I'm doing is rolling it forward into another week. And I collected 4% on that option. Well, that's what I want to do. But my goal is 1%. Okay. But 4, I'll take. Especially on Harley-Davidson. All right, so let's get out of there. All right. That being said, B. So you just keep rolling over until you are prepared to sell. Absolutely. Now B. Always keep in mind. All right. Whatever you bought it for, whatever your entry price is, that's never going to change unless you cost average price. And if the stock drops, let's say you bought IBM at $100 and it drops down to 50. Well, you're not going to sell that $100 for a while. So if you buy some more at 50, you now cost average of 75. Comes down, comes up, 75. It's easier to get rid of 75 than it is at 100. So whatever you bought it for, that number never changes unless you cost average down. Okay. Once you do that, you can sell a covered call every single week as long as the numbers work, which means you're not going to lose anything. Oh, Bill loves Sink or Swim. Am I a day trader? No, I'm not a day trader. Okay. That's good. I see. So as long as you stay on top of it, I'm a long ways from options yet, but learning. Okay, Poor Man's Trading, they're awesome. Once you understand them. So if the option was exercised, then you lose. Scott, not necessarily so. Okay. If the option is exercised, no one's but my own keeping an eye on it. Okay. Most people spend more time planning a barbecue than they do with their own personal finances. So my personal finances, I look at the price a day. I have a paid group, trading group, 9 a.m. people join to watch how I trade and to ask questions so that they can copy some of the trades I do other trades. Now I do a lot of coaching. Okay, it's a paid group in the morning. Okay, so you decide if it's worth it. And I personally. All right. Diamantu on a day. Once in the morning was my trading group, and then once a night with you guys. So I have a good idea of where my positions are at all times. Well, there's a reason why. If you take a look at the trades I've done. These are the trades for this year. Okay, I haven't done the numbers for last week yet, but I got seven accounts. I share three of them publicly. You take a look at these accounts. Take a look. 150, 143, 111. Now imagine 1% a week. That's 1,500. That's for 1 week. For 1 week. 1 hour. For 1 hour. $1,500. This one 143. $1,400. For 1 hour. This one right here. 114. That's $1,100. 1% a week on $150,000 is $1,500. So yeah, I am going to watch my account 1 hour, which is 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's about an hour. I make 1%. So for 1 hour of my time, I make $1,500 just this one account. Now this is another one. Then I have a bunch more. Well, I like because I don't trust the government as far as I can throw. So if I have separate entities, maybe if they confiscate, they won't get all seven. I don't trust Andy Zari. You shouldn't either. Don't trust a damn word I say. Ask yourself the question. Does it make sense? Write it down. Go verify it. If you buy a stock and you sell somebody the right, the obligation through a covered call to buy it from you at the same price you just paid for it. For 1 week, you can make 1-2% every single week, and what's going to cost you 10 to 15 minutes a day. Now, at first, it's going to be a little bit longer because you're learning a new language, you're learning a piece of software. Every trading platform is different. But once you understand it, you should be able to breeze through it. Because when you look at a chart, it should take you 3 to 4 seconds to figure out if it's something you want to invest in. Well, here you go. 5 things I want to look at. Number one. Where's the high? Number two. Where's the low? Number three. Where was it a year ago? Number four, where is it now? Number five, what direction is it going? Down, up. 3 to 4 seconds. Okay, watch. Ready? We're going to pick up another one. Count how long it takes for you to see those things. Ready? 1, 2, 3. High, low. Look at the direction. Down, up. 3 to 4 seconds. Well, that's the first chart. That's all you need for the first chart. Because that's going to tell you where was it? Where is it? Well, it's going up. Great. Where is it at the moment? Right here. It's not at the bottom. It's not at the top. Okay, great. It passes that 3 second test. What's next? Well, where's it at right now? 27.26. Great. Well, what's the closest strike price to 27.26? Well, you got two of them. You got the 27, and then you get the 27.50. Which one makes more sense? This is a tough question. Because the one that makes more sense would be the. Ooh, that don't look good. The 27.50. That's AT&T's horrible premiums. But figure out which one makes more sense. The 27 or the 27.50. Okay, the 27 is a trade. The 27.50 may be more profitable if it hits 27.50. But the stock has to go up. The 27 stock doesn't do anything. It's an easier, simpler, safer trade. But the numbers work. What are the parameters on your chart? Eric, that's a weird question. Ivan, I got here late. Can you share another example? Yeah, Ivan, I am going to share a couple more examples. Okay, now Eric Hutchinson wants to know what my parameters on my chart are. You ready for my parameters? Kind of silly. Months of the year. Okay, that's one whole year. Okay. The cost between the low of the year and where the high of the year and everything in between. That's it. And each one of these is one day. Okay. One day, 1 year. That's the parameters of this chart. One day, 1 year. And then that time frame. Yeah. First is the 1 year. First chart I look at is the 1 year chart. Then the second chart I look at is the 3 month chart, or the 90 day. Okay. 90 day, there. Okay. Look at that movement. Up, down, up. Okay. Wonderful. That's the last 90 days. Gives me a good idea where it's moving. A good idea of the momentum. Well, the last 30 days gives me an even better idea of where do I think it might be in the next 4 or 5 days. Well, today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Where do I think it's going to be by Friday? Because Friday, May 2nd, the option expires. So do I do this trade? Do I want to buy the stock, sell somebody the rights to buy it for the same price I paid for it? Well, the current price is 27.6. If I do the 27, I'm about 1%. Well, that's what I'm looking for. So the big question is, number one, does it make sense? Buy a stock, $27, sell it to someone else, $27. What do you walk away with? 2-3%. Well, that's what I'm looking for. If the stock drops, I'll just sell someone else for another price. If it doesn't work, I'll sell someone else every Monday. I do it. So anyway, Drake, you're selling covered calls and don't care which direction it goes. Just to be on the right side. Kinda yes, Drake. Okay. Now I only want to buy it, Drake, when it's in an upward trend. Up, down. It's the bottom. And then went up, pulled back. Went up, pulled back. So I wouldn't want to do this one because right now it's pulling down. I'll wait for it to turn around, then go back up. So no AT&T this week. But you're just about right, Drake. Dan, is 10K enough to start after learning? Yeah, but Dan, I usually tell people you're just starting out. Paper trade for a while. Okay. Come down here for a second. Look at this. Okay. Live account. Paper trading account. I've been trading 25 years, and I still paper trade. I have these ideas in my head, and I don't want to risk real money. So I paper trade still to this day. Can we look at AAL? Yes, we can. Just hold that thought. Second. How do I sell my stocks? Can I sell 30? Yeah, you can. But you can't do it covered because you need 100 shares. D'Amato, on the Harley Davidson, do you have to roll before the truck? Okay, so D'Amato, here in the U.S., stock options can be exercised anytime. Right? However, some European options you can only exercise on the day of expiration. So just be leery if you sell an option. Somebody can exercise that option anytime they want. But there's always ways around it. So I like to keep on top of things. Oksana, Kagdala, Borzalsta, Spasiba. Which one? Borzalsta, Spasiba. Anyway, let's keep on going. Guru wants to take a look at American Airlines. American jump on Airlines. AAP. Wait a minute. American Airlines. Okay. AAL. Not AAP. AAL. All right, here we go. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it is. Look at the motion. Down. Up. Down. Now it's going back up again. Simple, right? Don't make it more complicated than it needs to. That should take you 5 seconds. High, low is direction. Up, down. Okay, fine. What do the numbers look like? What am I buying it for? The current price, $985. The closest strike to $985. 10. Okay. 850, 950, 1050, 1150. Well, the closest to 992 is going to be 10. And it's going for 17 cents. Well, 17 cents is more than 10% of a $17 stock. Or a $10 stock. Let's keep on going. A year ago, okay, American Airlines is at $13.98. The high of the year was on the 22nd of January. Well, look at the last 90 days. The last 3 months. High, low is the direction. Down, up. Oh, come on. Please tell me you saw that. Here's the high. Drops, up. Drops, up. Where's it going next? Looks like it's going up. Okay. You're going to make most of your money buying low, selling high. You can't get any lower than the low of the year. And that was just a couple weeks ago. But the big question is, do you like American Airlines enough to buy it and hold on to it? Well, I think, do I own some of that? That's a weird question, isn't it? I know I have a P, Advanced Auto Parts, AAP, but AAL, I'm not sure I have DAL, which I do know. But this is definitely upward trend. Okay, so the 992, 10, 17, that's more than 1%. Someone asked about practice trade. Let's do another practice trade right here. American Airlines. Pay attention to the way it goes. Let's get rid of this. We don't need to see this anymore. We're going to change this to a covered stock. And then we're going to look at the $10 right there. Okay, just one contract. At the market. Now, there's a reason why I changed it from market order to limit order. I mean, to market from limit. I don't like limit orders when I'm entering, because a market order will fill first thing in the morning. Buy the stock, sell the option first thing. All right. Let's take a look. Buy one covered call American Airlines. 2 May 2025. That's the option. Means it's going to expire this Friday. So whoever buys this option, they have when they pay for the option and the expiration of 3:59 p.m. Friday afternoon. So they have between now and 4 o'clock Friday. 3:59. Same thing. All right. The $10 call option against stock to open two orders. Remember, buying stock, selling the option. Now, the reason I do it market order because it's instantaneously first in the morning. A limit order. You might make a few more extra pennies limit order, but you could also be staring at the screen all day long, never fill. Okay, I'm not here to shave pennies. I'm here to get a safe, consistent 1% per week. Okay, now, could I make more money if I sat in my computer tweak things and doing other things? Yes, I could. But you have to figure out when you are retired, what do you want to do? Do I want to sit in front of the computer, make money? No, I don't. I've already done that in my lifetime. No desire to do it anymore. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the numbers here. $30.50 is the max profit per contract. Clear that. So $30.50. What is it costing me? The cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $970. $970. And that gives a grand total of 3.1%. Well, I like 3.1%. I'm going to write that down. That is the second best one this week. So cool. Uh-oh. Secretary just said that American Airlines has no dividends. All right, so we're going to know that one. Unless you want to buy it for the what do you call it? Trade. Okay, Amelia, what's the scoop with Morningstar? I honestly couldn't tell you what the Morningstar is. I don't pay attention to that. Now, Emily, when I say I created this strategy for my 9-year-old daughter, okay, I wanted to make sure that she stayed away from the talking heads. She didn't listen to anybody on TV. Okay. I wanted her to look at the facts, look at the numbers, and look at the charts. That tells you everything you need to know. What's the best book that you made so far? I would say it's number 14. I've written 14 so far. Book number 14, I think is my best book so far. Funny thing is, Donna Field yet. I finished it last year. Last February, I haven't uploaded it yet. Isn't that terrible? It is. It's just sitting in my computer. All right, can you do something similar with the money options? Drake, it's always going to be a numbers game. Okay, there's in the money options, at the money options, out of the money options. I prefer in the money options have a less rate of return, but it's a safer trade. So you're trading off safety for profitability. Which one makes more sense? Well, I'm 61 going on 62. I want to make sure that I don't have to go back to work again. The only way to do that is to make sure I have a consistent cash coming in. What's the name of the book? Dividend Capture 2.0. That's book number 14. Your book will be outdated before it's released. Yeah, probably will be. But not really. Because you see, the stock market's been around for 400 years. Dividend capturing is one of the oldest trading strategies there is. Okay, now that was my first book. 10 to 20 checks like a month. 10 to 20 checks a month like cloud. That was my first book. Okay, fine. Well, book number 14 is Dividend Capturing 2.0. Well, it captures basically what I'm doing now. That built on from the first book, and then incorporate all the other ones into where we're now. Any opinion on TTD? What do I think of Wells Fargo? Flipper! Good evening, Flipper. Hey, Flipper, you know what? We checked out the weather in Maine. There's still snow on the ground. I ain't going out there yet. Maybe June, late May, June, July. Who knows? Somewhere in that area. But anyway, if you have a trustee, an example of trustee, a million, not quite. Are you sure people aren't skimming trades? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by are you sure people aren't skimming trades? But Flipper anyway, Wells Fargo, let's take a gander at it. Wells Fargo, we go. Whoops. WFC. Here we go. High, low, is the motion. Up, down, 69.43 is where we're at currently. Looks like it might be back at the moment. So, yep. Here's our last 30. Take a good look. 30 days ago, 30-day high, 72. Drops down to here. She goes up. 1 week, 2 weeks, week number 4. You think this thing's still going to go up? Well, I don't know. We got a higher today. But she closed lower. And she opened. Could it be the beginning of a pullback? Well, think about it. The bottom is here. Okay, 58 bucks. The top is here. 70. Almost 71. So from 58 to 71, 13 bucks. $13 on $58 stock. That's a little bit 20%, somewhere in that area. That's a 20% move. Do you honestly ask yourself honestly, do you after a 20% move keep on going? Or do you think maybe just maybe there's people out there like me saying 20% move, I'm going to take my profits. What happens to profit taking? Stocks come back down again. So as much as I like Wells Fargo, it is on my list, just not for this week. So I'm going to put Wells Fargo on my list 2 weeks from today. Because I think it's going to take 2 weeks for that profit to kick in. Next. Drake wants to take a look at NAT. I have no idea what NAT is. Nordic American Tank. Oh my God! Hell no! I don't do monthlies. Okay, Drake. Look at that one again. Drake, check this out. Ready? 16 May, 20 June, 18 July, 17 October, 19 December. Those are all months. Okay, a monthly optional stock, you can trade it once a month, which is only 12 times a year. Well, it's great if you're not really concerned about the rate of return. Because once a month you get 12, 24% per year, maybe. Okay, nothing wrong with 20% a year. That's great. Right? Not for me. I want once a week. Once a week is 50% or more every year. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I can't guarantee you there's only 3 guarantees in life. Only 3. You guys know 2 of them are. No problem. People are going to start taking profits. Absolutely. Okay, no problem. TTD. TTD. What's TTD? The trade desk. Yeah. Why is that I've never heard of trade desk? TTD. Now, I always suggest if you're serious about investing, you should have at your fingertips. You should have at your access to a financial website. I use Yahoo Finance. You can use Google Finance. You can use the New York Exchange financial website. You can use the Wall Street Journal's. You can use any financial website you want. I just like this one. So let's take a look at the trade desk. And first thing I want to do, see this over here? Dividends. Well, because I have found in my many years of doing that a dividend is a portion of the company's. Well, that means why are we looking at? Because the name of the show, if you remember when you logged in, dividend stock talk. So let me say it a little bit slower. If there's no dividends, why are we looking? Now the reasons I like dividends. Absolute worst case scenario. If the stock drops, well, the dividend. If the stock drops, well, the sales need to see is the company profitable. Because by looking at this year's dividend, this year's as last year's dividend, did it increase? What about the last profitable without the dividends increasing? Because a dividend is portion of the simple, right? Logical. Yeah, more dividends, profits being higher. So I go straight to the dividends. Have they increased every single year? If so, great. Well, champions and dividend contenders. Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 lists right there. 5 lists. They'll give you over 125. They'll give you about 54 companies that have 5 decades or more of increased dividends to this. Why would you invest in a company that's not consistently profitable? What kind of profitability do you want? 1 year, 2 years, 2 years. That's a lot to look at. Well, hold on. If I have two criteria. 20 years increased dividends and weekly options. Well, now on $10,000 stock down to about 300. It makes finding the right one for me easier. Now remember, what's right for me might not be right for you. Okay, I'm very picky on my money because I have my 60s coming up to well. Anyway. I ain't a spring chicken. That's my kids keep telling me. Spring chicken anymore, Dad. Yep, I can still whip your ass, though. That's what I tell them. I'm not looking forward to the day where it's reversed. Can you do a video on what you just said? The five places. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. You mean where to find the dividend stocks? Dividend kings, dividend champions, dividend contenders. Yeah, there is a video on that one. Okay. somewhere in those 9,000 videos. You imagine I did 1,000 videos on YouTube. Holy cow. All right. A book that I am looking up on the internet is not coming out. Well, yeah, I told you I haven't published it yet. Dividend Capturing 2.0. Yeah, it's in my computer. I don't do that. I'm going to say no to that one. Okay, one secret to success. I want to show you something because you're not the only one to ask about that thing. The 3 Qs. Here we go. All right, who asked this one? Who asked Qs? Yeah, one secret to success. Are you ready for this? Yeah, one secret to success. Are you ready for this? 2010. Okay, see, I got a minor problem here. Okay, one secret to success. Are you viewing the same thing I'm looking at? Are you viewing the same thing I'm looking at? February 2010 until April 29th, 2025. That's today. That's today. So going back 15 years, let's see what kind of dividends QQQQQ has been paying. Uh-oh. I got a glitch. Damn it, I hate glitches. All right. Now, are you serious? One secret to success. Are you serious about this? Look at this. June 25th, 2014. 11 years ago. 100,000. Is that right? 10th, 100,000, 10,000. 5, 10,000. 7, 10,000. 4.5. Hell no. Look at that numbers are crazy. Did you see those numbers? Seriously? You're going to invest your money in this thing? It doesn't happen. All right, no. Never mind. Look at this. 2019. It's missing 20, 21. There's only 1 and 22. 4 and 23 and 24. No. Hell, double no. Drake, I see weekly expiration. Yeah, you may see weekly expiration, but it's not even 10 years worth of dividends. No. CSCO. No, people are going to start taking profits. Absolutely right. 310 Life. Cisco. That's Costco. No. Okay, 310 Life. We did this one already. Okay, you were here before. I believe you asked for Costco. Wait a minute. CSCO. That's Cisco. COST is Costco. Okay, well, let's look at CSCO. Sorry. Lose me. CSCO. All right. Cisco. Well, let's take a gander at Cisco. All right. High. Low. Was. Look at the direction. Up, down. Okay. Simple enough. It's not at the high. It's somewhere in between. Great. 56, 84. So that'd be the 57. 63. That's over 1%. Well, fine. Those numbers look good. Well, what are we looking at next? Okay, a year ago, we opened up at 48. Okay, in August, we bottomed out at 44.61. Okay, here's the top right here. On the 13th of February, 66.50. Okay, there's the top. She dropped, back up. Look at the movement here. Okay, down. She's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the upside right there. And it's got plenty of room. Look at 66 here. That's where that previous high is. A lot of room. Okay, what does the stock normally do? Drake, I see. Amelia, take a good amount of money to make a decent dividend. Okay. 10 to 20,000 minimum. Dividends haven't been profitable for 3 decades. Okay. Now, Amelia, I hear what you're saying. Okay. Now, at one point in time, you are going to retire. Which means your money has to go to work for you in order to create income for you to live a comfortable life. Okay. Right now, you're probably working, or your significant other is probably working, creating cash flow so that you can pay your bills and live your comfy life. Well, when you retire, you don't have any money coming in other than your investments. You got two choices, and only two choices. One, learn to do it yourself. Take responsibility of your own money. Or two, give it to someone else. Let them do it for you. Okay, and I'm pretty sure most investors do not have your main concerns the top of their mind when they're investing your money. They don't have the same attachment to your money that you do. Okay, so I invest my own, and I make 1% a week. So you're talking. I don't know what you mean by dividends having been profitable for 3 decades. Okay, but okay, you can believe what you want. Lisa M, do you believe Ford is about to take profits and start lower price? I'm trying to learn to watch and recognize when it's going to take profit. Hold on a second, Lisa, take a second. So Cisco does look pretty good. The 57s are going to 60, which is over 1%. If you like Cisco. I mean, that's basically down to, right? You've got to figure out how to take care of and invest your own money yourself. Well, great. First thing you got to do, besides the mental game, you know, decide, hey, I can do this. Okay, just a little bit of practice. Second is like, what companies am I going to buy? Well, I have a nice group of stocks. Dividend Kings, Aristocrat, Champion, Tenders, list, those five 300 companies. Okay, CSCO is on the list. So it is on my list. So you've got to assemble a list that you like. What stocks do you want to own? Now remember, do you like it? Are you willing to hold on to it? Okay. William! Is your TOS platform set up standard or did you customize it? Customize it. Just a distinguished gentleman. Why, thank you, sir. All right, Lisa, let's take a quick look at Ford, and you tell me what you think. Okay. First and foremost, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. The motion. Down, up, sideways, down, up. Okay, so right here's where we are right now. So it doesn't look too bad here. Great. Now let's look at the numbers say, and then come back to the chart. The numbers work out right. Well, right now it's at 10.02. Okay, so the 10s are going for 20 cents a share. Well, we all know 20 cents is more than 1% of 10. Okay, so that's a yes. All right. So now let's see what the chart looks like. Look to see to answer Lisa's question. When can you tell when there's to be profit taking? Well, Lisa, here we go. Do you have a video or something set up like yourself? Yeah, I do, William. Okay. It's in my videos. Believe it or not, I got 1,000 videos. You gotta figure out what it is. It's one of my old videos from like 10, 15 years ago. All right, so Lisa, here we go. It's easy to see the high and easy to see the low. Here's the high. Here's the low. Okay. That's where it was. This is where it is. Basically, it's just going down that way. That's simplified. Well, we want more usable. That's a good one. More usable chart. So look at the last 90 days. Okay, here's the last 90 days. Looks a little different, doesn't it? This is the last 3 months, Lisa. Okay. High, low is look at the movement. Up, down, up, down. Now it's going up. Now. Let's zoom into the last 30 days. Okay.
So
here's your last 30 days. High, low. Where was it? Look at the motion. Up, down, up. Look at where the high was today. $10.20. Okay. That is a just about a $2 move. Now a $2 move on $8 stock. That's 25%. That's a 25% move. Okay. Do you think a 25% move is a possibility that people might start taking profits? And if they do, what happens to the stock? Well, stock will drop as people take profits. They start selling. Okay. Yeah. Well, you gotta figure out, does it make sense? If you bought it at $8 and now it's at 10, that's a 25% increase. Would you take profit? And if you would take profit, you think other people will? And if other people do, okay, it only takes one person to yell fire, then everybody jumps out the window. Okay, so it drops down. So I wouldn't be jumping into Ford at the moment because it looks like it's at the top before she starts taking profits and back. So I already wrote Ford 2 weeks from today. I think it's 2 weeks for them to finish with the profit take. And the funny thing about Ford stock is they've been around for over 100 years. They ain't going anywhere. Uh-oh. Somebody wants to take a look at Walmart. 310 Life Walmart, huh? No, I do have some Walmart. WMMT. Wally World. Here we go. Wally World. High, low. Look at the motion. Up, down, up. Simple. Okay, great. What's the price? $95.50. Well, the 96 is going for 82. No. The 95 is going for 131. 40. No. Neither one of them give me 1%. Sorry. Now I do own Walmart. I already have some. But I wouldn't jump in now. Look at the motion right here. What do you think? Okay. It's almost high of the year. No, thank you. I don't buy it. Sorry. The high of the 30 period. So for that one. So Amelia, I'm going to disagree with you about the dividends being profitable in the last decades. El Pablo, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? ¿Está bien, y tú? All right, here we go. Where was I? Bill, okay, there it is. Expiration. Merge profits. Mergers, dividends, profits. All right, Amelia, I'm totally lost what you're saying. Taxes eat up profits nowadays and property tax. Property tax has nothing to do with investing in dividends. Hey, Drake wants to look at BX. What's BX? Is that Baxter? Blackstone. Oh, okay. BX. Blackstone. High, low. Is it? Okay. Up, down, up. 133, the 134, 203. Yeah, those numbers all good. Okay. So let's look at seasonality. What does this normally do? Okay, a year ago, we're at 121. Yeah, 115. Once, twice, three, four, five times. 115 five times. Like the bottom. Okay, back in May, June, and again in April. 115. All right, so the high of the year is 201. That was the end of November. Last 90 days, or the last 3 months. Here's your last 3 months. Down, up. What's going on here? I want to take a good look at that. Okay. Down, up. Sideways. I'm gonna say no because there's no correction here. Don't get me wrong. Blackstone, I don't really invest in it that often. I don't even know if I've ever bought it. But it is on an upward trend. but stalled out yesterday, which is Friday, and today. So I'm not 100% sure it's going to continue.
Or did it slow down, one or the other. Oh, there you go. Way to go. ASDJ. Never heard of that. ASDJ. Can't find that one. That's going to be a no. GNMMA. GNMMA. Never heard of that one either. No options. Yeah. No options. No thank you. Okay. Ever foreseen a GMNA collapse? Oh, the GD may. Probably not. Like stacking cups. Hard to explain. Okay. Dividend and asset class are mutual. I'm not 100% sure I agree with you, Amelia. But okay. You know, everybody's entitled. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Okay. Those are skims. Not quite sure what you mean by that, Amelia. But okay. Slope your pyramid. Fractionating. Expand your base to make up percentages. Toshio. SPY. No. I'm not in control of my investments. It's in a trust. Not by my choosing. Irrevocable. Yeah, I get it. Interesting. It might be a good thing. I don't know. That's for damn sure. CC Polls. Good evening. God is greatness. Hey, New Jersey wants to take a look at Macy's. 400,000 gains in 3 decades. Much charitable mind to trust. Okay, Amelia, I'm going to agree with you. Okay, someone else is in charge of your money. You didn't say that. Someone else is in charge of your money. So yeah. You are SOL, so to speak. Okay. Starting at 1.55 mil. Is the trust money tax free or the months that are due from the dates? Interesting. I have no idea how your trust is set up, so I can't answer that question for you. 310 Life wants to take a look at international paper. Ooh, I like that one. I've actually bought that one in the past. Don't have any at the moment, but let's take a look. IP International Paper. High, low is the motion. Up, sideways, up, down. Okay. 47, currently. Okay, 47, 48, 50s are going for 50 cents to 145. Okay. That could work. What does it normally do this time of year? International paper. Ooh, look at that. From here to there. That's a nice move. Look at that. A nice upward trend for the next couple of weeks. Okay. Great. Kind of makes sense. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, a year ago was the bottom of the year, $34. The high of the year, we got a double high, 60. End of November, and then again end of January. Okay. Look at the last 90 days, or the last 3 months. Down, up. Okay, fine. Look at the motion. It is going up. So what are we looking at? Last 30 days. 30-day high, 30-day bottom, retraced, profit taking, back up again. It is going upside. How far up is it going to go? Is it something you want to buy and hold on to? All right. Well, that being said, let's keep on moving forward. Okay, next. What are we looking at? Okay. Let's keep going here.
So Amelia, I feel bad for you. Someone left you 1.5 million dividends only. That sucks. There's always tax, always. You can have the trustee pull the tax. I get it. 0.002%. That sucks. I'm not quite sure how you go about getting control of your trading account, because if it's in an irrevocable trust, the money might be stuck there, and you just might be SOL. Oh, FHA, I get it. Somebody set it up for you. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Someone set it up for you because they don't trust you with the money, or they didn't think you're old enough to handle it, or you just didn't know. Okay. Rudy, you're shorting Ford tomorrow. Okay. Definitely sounds interesting. Have we reviewed Macy's? No, we haven't Macy's. Let's take a quick look at Macy's. Yeah. Blackstone. The dividends are all over the place. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I don't do Blackstone. Dow has been beat down, but looks like it might have a good low. Okay. Let's take a look. Dow. DOW. Ooh, it does look interesting. That's a good pick. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down. Gander. Okay. A year ago, we're at 57. Jumped up to 60. The last 90 days. Last 3 months. Top, bottom. Back up again. Simple, right? Adult tendency to make it more complicated. Last 30. Okay. High, low. Is down. Okay, it's slowly going up. Okay, so it went up, pulled back. It went up, pulled back, going up. 2 days to the upside. Can it still going? Can it keep going? Yeah. It's in a very good position right now. Okay, so the 30. Let's try the 30. Just for the fun of it. Right there. The 30 here. Okay, just one contract. Market order. And here you go. And here it is. By one. Covered call Dow. 100. That's the weekly. 2 May 2025 means it's going to expire this coming Friday. The $30 call option against Dow stock at the market to open. Two trades, buying stock on the option. It's a 2-in-1 for deal. 2 for 1. Yep. Buy the stock, sell the option. Two trades. Okay. What is it netting me? What am I walking away with? $64.50 per contract. Each contract I do $60. $64.50. Well, how many can I do? How many can you do? Can you do 5? Can you do 10? Can you do 100? Can you do 1,000? Well, we all have a different amount of money. So we're all going to do something different. Let's take a gander. 64.50 is the profit trade. Okay, 64. And fees 29.36. Divide 29.36 comes to a grand total of 2.19. Now, 2.19%, if you get that every single week, is going to be over 100% a year. Means you can double your money every year. Every 12 months, 2% a week. If you get 2%. Which one is this one? Dow. 2.19. Okay. Cool. That works out great. I like that. Let's get out of that. Got that. Let's get back to where we were. And back here. All right. Lumina. Have we reviewed Macy's? Yes, Macy's. Oh, look at that. Now, it should only take, like I said, 3 or 4 seconds. Okay, high, low, is the motion. Down, sideways, down, then up. Okay. Simple, easy.
Coach Joel,
how are you doing, Coach Joel?
Joel's in the house.
All right. The high of the year, $20. The last 90 days.
Okay, look at the last 90 days.
Up, down, up, up. Okay. Not that difficult. Stocks going two directions. They go down. Guess what they do after that? They go up, and they go down. Well, what are they going to do after that? They're going to go up, and then they're going to go down. If you think there is a world somewhere that you can visit where a stock does more than go up or down, have at it. Okay? They don't. They go down. That's all they do. They don't come to your house. They wash your dishes. They don't take the dog for a walk. They don't even iron clothes. They do nothing but go up and down. That's all they do. If you expect anything other than going up or down, somebody's not telling you something. Okay, so David Graham, my thoughts on SoFi. My thoughts on SoFi is you should go to a financial website. Do a little bit of research on how profitable is SoFi. How consistently have they increased their dividends to their shareholders? Okay, I want two criteria and only two. Number one is 20 years of increased profitability. I don't think SoFi's got it. Number two, weekly options only. All right, Amelia. Okay, FHA, etc. It's a great place to have your money invested for you, where it has no risk of losing. FHA and HUD's been around for so long. It's a very strong track record. But cash flow, I don't think it's giving you what you want. But then again, I have no idea what you want, Amelia. Amelia. Ginnie Mae tries to get 5% with $2 million or so. Yeah. I'll tell you what. $2 million, I guarantee you 10%, 15%. How's that? $2 million, I'll guarantee you 15%. There you go. How's that? Depends on the portfolio. Okay. What's I know, thank you, James, is it the people that are sharing the stock that is a no? It depends on which stock we're talking about. Every single stock is not the same. Not every stock actually qualifies for this trading strategy. Amelia, if you have property tax equal to $2,500 a year or more, want your dividend higher than tax. Okay. Otherwise wasting money. In your opinion. Okay. Ben, you got to like the volume in the X. No, I do not. Rudy, would you run a practice trade one more time with a stock of your choice? Amelia, Vanguard, BlackRock, check the numbers. They do not have to make provision. Yeah, I know they don't. I think it was illegal, but we won't go there. Okay. Was assigned to it as a kid. Okay. So Amelia, I feel bad for you. I kind of do. Now, my assumption, Amelia, and this is just an assumption. Whoever set up this trust fund or this irrevocable trust had to be somewhere in there a clause that would allow you at some point in time, if you become qualified for you to take it over yourself, if you can prove to whoever is the executor of that trust to allow you to change it. Because you said it was assigned to you as a kid. Okay, fine. I get it. I understand that. A lot of rich people do that. They set up trusts for their children to give them a consistent cash flow. Sound like a great idea for what they did. Well, if you have an interest of taking over your own account and being able to do it yourself, there's a lot of paperwork to do to reverse an irrevocable trust. Usually, when they set something like that up, they give you back door. Say, okay, at some point, she will have enough brains or enough know-how or knowledge and experience to do it herself. Other than that, you're stuck with whatever set it up for you. Okay, they did it for your protection. Okay. What are we looking at? Okay, Rudy wants to do another practice trade. We got a few more stocks. We actually no more stocks. It's almost 30. Just a distinguished gentleman. Any advice for young people trying to grow into this career path? This is not really a career path. Okay. Just distinguished gentlemen. It's not a career path. What it is how to take care of your own personal finances. Now there's so much going on in your life. This is just a small portion of it. Okay. So you have your personal health. You got your contribution. You got your education. You got your religion. You got your health, safety. So many different aspects of your life need attention. Okay. Money is just one small part. But once you get the money thing under control, which take you 10 to 15 minutes a day, boom, money's under control. Great. Well, now you have time to focus on everything else in your life. Okay, money is just a small fraction. It's just as the great Forrest Gump said, good. One less thing to worry about. That's all it is. Okay, once you get the money situated, and you have enough money, well, hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's not going to make your life any easier. It's just one less thing to worry about. Okay, it's nice having not have to worry about money. Okay, so yeah, it takes me 10 minutes a day to take care of my account. Fine. 10 to 15 minutes, I don't have to worry about money ever again. Every day though. Okay. Bill, international investor stock. I don't know. Okay. Bill, we were assigned to as a kid. We were assigned as a kid. Okay. Yes. Generational skip. Ooh, GST. Ooh. Yeah. Also, trust can benefit the salvation. Okay. Got it. It's a Ponzi trust in my information. Okay. But still, listening to the conversation we have, it's like a almost like a one-way conversation. You're giving me tidbits here and there. And from what I'm seeing, what you're saying, somebody set you up with a certain amount of money coming in for you. Yeah, as things change through life, that trust might come up a little bit short, depending on your financial needs. Okay. Split four ways. Ouch, that's going to be a good one. Can you do this for 25? Yeah, you can do it. My grandson's $50. Lisa. She may need to get a financial lawyer to look over the paperwork to see if she can take over her trust completely. Well, unfortunately, Lisa, with an irrevocable trust, I don't think she can do it. And a little tidbit of information she just gave me was it's four ways. So she only gets 25% of that. So she only has, say 25%. So if the other three, I'm assuming children, siblings, if they all say fine, I'm good with it, you're basically stuck with it. But if all four of you can agree that, hey, I think it's time to visit this thing and see if we can change it. But irrevocable trusts are very challenging to change. They're made that way specifically so that the parents or the grandparents or whoever set it up wants to make sure you take care of without being frivolous with your spending. Okay, so you can take a look at the Vanderbilt, take a look at the hold on. The Vanderbilts and the Rockefellers. Okay, about the same time frame, the Vanderbilts had more money than the Rockefellers. Well, why are the Rockefellers still rich and some of the Vanderbilts are broke? Because they didn't set it up properly. Yeah, we're 11:31. Let's finish up with these questions. Bill, thank you for that. Rudy, I feel the same thing. The left 1.55 million is terrible. The whole family has to agree. Yep. I get that also. Yep. I was a kid. I get that. S&P is on the Dow. Okay. Lot of volume at 30. Okay. Kennedy's food dye. Okay. changing formulas in food. Okay. In my opinion, stocks will be the right short term till October. Okay. I'm contesting title with them. Okay. They feel promissory assumptions. Okay. Call my expertise. Okay. Wake them up. Okay. BNY is a sub-custodian. Okay. Bill Ackman, Epstein, Cho. Okay. It's a family trust. Yeah, I get it. They never individualized. Okay. It's a charitable remainder trust. They launder our money to make an umbrella trust for salvation. Yeah, I get it. I understand all. Okay. My money is my money. The dividends are split and put into a charity too. Okay, got it. Trustee wrote the will for my grandmother. He wrote himself. Of course he did. Make no provision against that. What do you think about telecoms? Okay, Daryl. You gotta give me which one. Because it depends on which one it is. Because some of them qualify, some of them don't. I can't get any more money than what comes monthly on dividend. Okay, Amelia, you can always go out and get a job. You know, I feel bad for trust fund babies. I really do. You have no concept of money whatsoever. Because someone left you a big chunk. And all you do is just cash checks at the end of the month. I get it. I understand it. You're disabled. I feel sorry for you. But there are things you can do. Always is. If I want advance, they withhold future checks. Yeah, I get that. I am a charity because some they write off makes me charitable write-off. Okay. Here is the thing. Salvation Army isn't even listed in my statement. I'm disabled. Okay, FRT. Let's take a look at FRT. FRT, which is Federal Realty. No. Okay. Say Wolf. I don't do monthly. You've been here before. You know. 16, May, 20, June, 15, August, 21, November are monthlies. I don't do months because I can only get 2% a month, and that only comes to 12 to 24% a year, and that doesn't work for me. So I'm going to say no. Politely to FRT. So we're past 11:30, which means we are done for the day, and we're going to do this all over again tomorrow. Okay, 310 for life. We already did Harley Davidson earlier. The trust works against my disability, which is the worst. I can't make more than $720 a month. Okay, Amelia. Rudy, you doing Dow tomorrow? We did Dow already. We already looked at DOW. Already looked at that one. All right, so gonna call it a night. So you guys are over here on Facebook. You guys have a great day, Paul. Nice seeing you. All right, finished over there. You guys over here. See you guys later. And done. Instagram. You guys have a great night. And now, all right, done. All right, and okay. You're welcome. Well done. So you go quarterly, not monthly. Daryl, it's not what I said at all. Okay. Daryl, I like weekly. Optionable stocks. Okay. Not quarterly, not monthly, weekly. And there's about 300 of them. Those are the ones that I like. Have a nice. Amelia, have a nice night. Enjoy yourself. Bye, you guys. See you tomorrow. Okay, and you guys over here on YouTube. See you guys tomorrow too. Okay. I got the answers I needed. Talking to her about it. Yep. Thanks again. I learned so much every evening. Yamato, you have a great night. And you guys over here. See you again tomorrow.